Welcome back to Crypto Spaces, back with a Sport.Fun update. Man, I really did think this was going to be a breakout. I added a bit more Sport.Fun around 75 cent, right? I thought, I've seen so many charts like this where they have their launch, they have a nice move to the upside, then they come back down, consolidate, and then they start the real run to the upside. But apparently that was a bull trap, for me. So I'll have to live with my decision to buy more at 75 cent because we are now at 57 cent. Just under 6 cent for Sport.Fun. Right now at 10.2 mil in market cap. If this is your first time seeing the project or hearing about the project, now would be a great time to DCA or to make your first purchase of Sport.Fun. Because this is a very undervalued spot it's in right now, a very undervalued protocol. I think, from what they've built and what they're doing, it's a great utility project, right? People say meme coins are bad for the space. Utility projects are the way to go, but that does not matter, right? Just recently we had a penguin on Solana. Go from nothing in market cap to 150 million market cap, made so many people six figures, and then we have utility projects that are going nowhere. They're not doing anything, but there's still good utility projects in the space, even if the price action is saying, hey, what people look for is number go up, and that's clear as day. They want the number to go up, right? They want price to go up. They want to make money, and that's what a lot of people are in the space for. They don't really care about fundamentals, etc., right? So they're going to go where they find that, right? I'm personally bullish on Sport.Fun because they're making more revenue more revenue than Zora. And I'm bullish on Zora, right? And like I said, Zora being a social media platform, decentralized social media, disrupting that, industry is bullish, right? I'm bullish on Sport.Fun because sports betting and prediction markets is really where retail investors went this bull run, right? After those were created, people realized the odds of crypto are so low to become successful. Might as well do sports betting, might as well do prediction markets. So I'm like, whoa, in my opinion, well, that means for me to get a great exposure to a sports betting platform that falls in line with what I do, which is crypto, Sport.Fun is the way to go, right? This is a no-brainer. So that's why I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to buy 10,000 tokens and see how that does, and obviously I could, if you already bought, you can't add more at these levels, right? It would just be smart to do so if you have conviction and believe in the project. Like I said, Sport.Fun is making way more revenue than, a lot of other protocols on base, right? On base chain. The only protocols that are making more revenue than Sport.Fun at this present moment is projects like Virtual, right? But it's already making more revenue than Zora because sports betting is such a massive industry. So you would think this would be a successful project. You would think this is a no-brainer, right? But again, this is crypto, so that doesn't guarantee success, right? But I'm still bullish. I still hold, and I'll keep making these updates and see where the project goes in the future. Like I said before, you could potentially see $1 per Sport.Fun, if not $2 to $3, right? You could see that because if we're just going from circulating market cap, the upside for this is extremely massive. If we're just going by FDV, the FDV gets to $1 billion market cap, then you have $1 Sport.Fun. 2 to 3 billion market cap gets you $2 to $3 for Sport.Fun. And you know what's the craziest part? It's really just the market conditions that really keeps these projects down, in my opinion, because if you take a look at 2024, there were vaporwave projects that really did not do anything at all. Like, for example, Goatsius Maximus, Popcat, Dog with Hat, all of these memes that went to Mog, they did not do anything. They just had a community that was shilling the project all over the place. And that's all it took. But because the market conditions were so great and so good at the time, these projects got to 1 billion, 2 billion, even 3 billion, 4 billion market cap. they excuse me. They even got to 4 billion market cap at the time, like Dog with Hat, for example, Pepe, So is it possible for Sport.Fun? I would think that's possible. But again, market conditions aren't in our favor, right? So even great projects that are actually making revenue, top 5 revenue generation on base, guys, I mean, this should be successful, but market conditions is not allowing that right now, but that could change. So still bullish here, and I still see a great future for Sport.Fun. So as always, none of this is financial advice, guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Really do appreciate all the support. You guys are the best, and I'll catch you in the next one.